Hi there, and welcome back to episode number 4 of the 7 foundation principles of career building. Today, we're talking about how do you showcase your skills, how do you get your message out effectively on the right platform at the right time to the right audience. So, today, we're talking about upping our game with social media. Hi there, this is Dharmesh Suryavanshi again, founder and CEO of Mind Map Factory, and we are covering the 7 foundation principles of career building. So if you're a student, an early professional, and wanting to figure out how do you actually get ahead so far as your career building process is concerned, then this is the right place for you. Today we're covering principle number 4, which is showcasing your skills. So in the previous episode, we covered how do you build your brand, how do you self-brand yourself correctly on different platforms. Today, we're talking about how we can use these different platforms to our advantage. Now, keep one thing in mind, that every platform that exists out there, almost 99% of them are free, but each one of them has a specific purpose. Each one of them has been designed for specific type of information. A lot of people, at least between the age of 35 to 65, use Facebook as the main source of news. Can you imagine that? Students and kids between the age of 14 till 22 are mainly found on Instagram rather than Facebook. And Twitter is mainly used for people to make their content viral, to start engaging with people. Yeah. So similarly, each platform has a specific use. Each platform is built and designed for a specific objective. What we're going to look at is what is the long list of different platforms that are available for social as well as professional networking, and what is the kind of stuff that actually will make sense and get you better visibility when it comes to showcasing your skills as somebody who wants to up his game professionally. So as always, let's dive straight into our mind map, because that's where everything gets more interesting. All right, so we are on number 4, which is showcasing your skills. As you can see, we're almost halfway there. So I hope you're liking the kind of stuff that we are sharing out here, and it's making sense to you as well. So showcasing your skills. Again, most of us are on social media platform, at least one or the other. Yeah. But the big question is, are we really using all the functionalities? Are we using those social media platforms and professional networking platforms to our advantage? That is the big question. What we will go over here is we will look at the type of social platforms and professional platforms and why you should be on each one of those. You don't necessarily have to be on all of them. You just have to be on some of them with a specific intention in mind, with a specific goal in mind, just like our first foundation principle. So let's dive into each one of them and see how these will make sense from a career building perspective. So let's look at all the social media platforms available out there. Of course, you know almost most of these, right? Facebook, you're aware of. Instagram, YouTube, Quora, you know of. Twitter, obviously everybody knows. Pinterest and WhatsApp. So let's go one by one. Facebook, highly effective when you want to get and communicate with your social network, your friend circle, your circle within your group, your friends of friends. If you want to get some response, if you want for people to tell you whether whatever you're doing is making sense or not, if you want recommendations, if you want suggestions, Facebook is awesome when it comes to these kind of things. If you are in the right group, now Facebook also has a functionality of you joining different groups, or you're creating your own group for that matter. If your purpose is to create followership, if your purpose is to connect with like-minded people from your social network, then Facebook will work wonders for you. Yeah. Again, like everything else, you just have to be clear of what you're doing and most importantly, why you're doing something. So you can use Facebook and its different functionalities to your advantage. If you are circulating a blog, if you want people to comment on your article, if you are working on a project as a student or an early professional, then this again is a very good platform for you to get some followership and some early views. Yeah. Instagram. Instagram is photo and video heavy. What that means is, if you're into designing or some sort of artwork creation, if you're into animation or graphics, then, or even if you're into modeling, then Instagram will work wonders for you, because here the written content is almost next to none, but the visual content is really high. Yeah. So again, this is very good if you want to get seen as a personality. But if you're posting out long articles on Instagram, it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah. So if you're in the profession, or if you're pursuing something which is to do with visual arts, be it photography, videography, wildlife photography, fashion and design, modeling, cosmetics, then Instagram is the place for you to be. Now, the one thing which Facebook and Instagram have done brilliantly is that they have introduced stories. Yeah. Now, after TikTok went away, Instagram came up with Reels. That's again short videos, really short videos, less than about a minute, and within that you can engage your audience. Now, I'm not asking you to start thinking like an influencer. I'm not recommending you to become an influencer. Here we're only talking about how we can use the different platforms available where people are engaging, where people are visible, where people are commenting and connecting. How we can use all of this to your advantage. Yeah, that's the whole objective here. That's the goal. That's the motive. Now, YouTube, if you are comfortable with recording videos, if you are comfortable with talking in front of a camera, and especially if you are somebody who's again into visual arts, then YouTube is a very effective channel. Now, YouTube itself has gone through a lot of evolution in the last 5 years. They have changed a lot of their policies. They have got a lot of garbage content makers out as a result of their policies. So what you see right now on YouTube is a much better quality of content creators and much more better quality of content than what it was a few years back. So if you are somebody who's really serious and want to be seen as a serious content creator, or if you want to showcase your work through the form of videos, and YouTube is a fantastic option. I've known of some of my friends who are showcasing their kids' work on YouTube, who are creating small videos of what their kids are creating on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and they're getting decent followership. Again, the objective here is not to hit 1 million subscribers or 1 million followers. We are not here to promote that you should be an influencer. If you become that as a byproduct, that's a bonus. But here our objective is to how do you showcase the skills that you have, the work that you've done in an informal manner out to your own people, yeah, in the fastest medium. Now, Twitter. I don't personally follow Twitter. I don't personally enjoy Twitter a lot. But what I've seen is that brands use Twitter very smartly when they want to get some sort of a content viral. A lot of influencers, a lot of media personalities are available on Twitter, and they engage very heavily there. Honestly, my comments on Twitter are limited, but if you are somebody who is very well attuned with Twitter, then be my guest, go ahead. But again, it's mainly out there to put your ideas in short text format. So if you want to write a blog or something, again, Twitter may not work for you. Does it really harm you? It could, if your content is controversial, or if whatever you're saying out there is questionable and you're posting something on Twitter without doing your due diligence, without doing the right kind of research. Quora is is a community platform where people can post a question and they can get answers from various sources. There are some really active users on Quora who write articles, write blogs, who post questions and get responses. Whenever you go onto Quora and you get a response back to your question, or you have people commenting on your on your content, then keep one thing with you, that whatever happens on Quora, take it with a pinch of salt. And before you implement anything, any recommendation that people are suggesting on Quora, do your own due diligence. Quora is a discussion platform, which means that anybody who has an opinion about anything can comment on something that you're looking for. It is also a great platform to get views and opinions about brands, about subjects, about research articles, about any topic that you are currently working on. Pinterest is an image heavy, just like Instagram, but Pinterest mainly focuses on photographs, images, infographics. So if you're posting an image on Facebook of some of the stuff that you've done, Pinterest is also a good platform for you to create an account and post it over there. Again, if you are somebody who's working in the visually heavy field, like photography, or if digital marketing is of your interest, and if you're creating an image or a design, then Pinterest could be a good option for you. If you are pursuing something in the engineering or science field, Pinterest could be a very good source for you, so long as whatever you create is in the image form. So check it out. Very good resource. Pinterest also has a very good search engine mechanism, because whatever you search on Google, and when you click on images, most of the content that comes up there is via Pinterest. Yeah, so this could be a very good resource for you as well. WhatsApp, I think it's very open. It's all available there. The lesser said, the better. There are multiple uses to it, and you can easily have your Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all of these links shared on WhatsApp to your social circle. Yeah, that's like an entry gate for people who to invite people to get to know you better. That's an open gate for sharing content, sharing links. WhatsApp is very friendly that way, and it's an easy access for anybody whom you want to connect with. Now, that's so far as social platforms is concerned. Let's dive into the professional networking arena. Now, when it comes to professional networking, the game is slightly different. There are multiple platforms available: LinkedIn, Apna Circle, Silicon India, Peer Power, Bridge. But the most widely used and the most famously promoted platform is LinkedIn. It has proven its worth. You will find everybody from a college student to a retired professional. You will find everybody from a pilot to a model to a scientist to a researcher to a technician. Everybody who knows that they are worth their word will be available on LinkedIn. I personally recommend LinkedIn over the other platforms, because that is the one which I've been using for a very, very long time. It has helped me grab assignments. It has helped me grab overseas opportunities and back contracts, and it works absolutely wonderfully. In fact, there was a time when I had only about 400-500 people following me on LinkedIn, when I was not even actively using it. And in the span of 45 days, I went from 450 something to over couple thousand to over 2,000 in the span of 45 days. And that resulted in an overseas assignment getting converted. So it definitely has a huge potential. If you are starting early on LinkedIn, trust me, it's gonna go a very long way when it comes to building your professional credibility and connecting with mentors, teachers, knowledge givers, community owners, recruiters. It's gonna get you places that you have not even imagined about. Yeah. So if you are somebody who's starting off, or if you are a professional trying to up your game, get into LinkedIn. Get into LinkedIn, create your profile, and you will have a world of opportunities coming your way. So this is going to be a rather short video at that. We earlier spoke about self-branding. When you get onto these platforms, be very clear. So number one is be very clear of what you want to achieve out of this platform. What is your goal for working on these platforms? And number two, have your stuff ready. What I mean by that is, if you're going to be on Instagram, and if you're going to start posting images about your work on Instagram, then make sure that your work is ready in image forms. Your work is ready in photo forms. Yeah. If you're going to start writing blogs, then make sure your blog articles are ready and you can post it on Facebook and you can post it on Quora. Yeah. If you're also on LinkedIn, then LinkedIn itself has a blog article feature, which means you don't need to create a website. You don't have to buy a domain name or any of that sort. Create a LinkedIn account, start writing a blog, start writing articles, and that article can be shared across any platform whatsoever. Yeah. So once again, when you decide to go on any of these platforms, you don't have to be on all of them. But when you decide to choose any of these platforms for showcasing your skills, have a goal in mind ready and start working on the content, on the type of content that the platform is supporting of. All right. I hope this makes sense. This was a very short one to cover the different platforms available. So whether you're a college student starting off your career, or you're just exploring your way around and want to know how do I get my message out, then this is the list for you. Shortlist your platform, shortlist your tool, get your content ready, start showcasing your skills, and the world of possibilities will open up. Yeah, that much I can assure of. So that was the end of episode 4, where we just learned how to showcase your skills using different social media platforms and professional platforms to your advantage. If you want to see more of this stuff, stay subscribed, hit the bell icon, and we'll see you in episode number 5. Thank you very much. God bless.